This CenterPoint video on the feature of budgeting will cover the topic of allocating an amount to multiple periods. Often a business will have a expense that they know what they want to budget for, let's say like the year. And they may want to allocate that over multiple periods throughout the year rather than going ahead and putting it all in one period. Let's just take the example of our company having a dues and subscription expense of $8,000 that they want to allocate across all 12 months of the 2022 budget that I'm working on. Okay, so we can go ahead and go down to dues and subscription expense. I'm going to collapse up revenue, collapse up cost of goods, and I'm going to go down to where my dues and subscription expense account is. Okay, now I could take that $8,000 and I could divide it by 12, and I could do that manually, and then type the amount into each one of these cells, or type it into one and copy and paste it across to the other, as was shown in the video, to assign an amount to multiple periods. Okay, but there's an easier way to do that. Underneath Edit and Adjustments, and one of the adjustments you'll see here that I'm highlighted on the account called dues and subscriptions, because that's where I was highlighted on the spreadsheet when I went to edit in adjustments. Okay, I could filter this list of just accounts that are in the account category of dues and subscriptions if you happen to have that kind of account category in your database. So you could kind of limit the accounts that are coming up in the box by filtering it down to the ones that you need. Now, there is only one account in that particular category. And as I highlight the account down here at the bottom, I have different adjustments that I can make. Okay, so I can allocate an amount to multiple periods, which is what I want to do. I want to take that $8,000 and I want to spread it across multiple periods. I could assign the same amount into multiple periods, increase or decrease by a percentage, remove or reverse data, or apply distributions. Each of those has its own video. So the one that we're talking about right now is to allocate an amount to multiple periods. I said I wanted that to be split on all of the periods in 2022, the budget that I'm working in. So I want to go from January to December. And if there's any data in the cells right now, I'm going to replace it. Okay, right now, this is what's in those cells, so I can see that they're all zero. Okay, so where it says current amount here, that column displays what it shows in all of the cells right now, and it's blank. So I'm going to put $8,000 into the box over here, and we're going to go ahead and perform that adjustment. And it's just going to ask me to verify I want to do that. And what it's going to do is it's going to take that amount and it's going to split it among all of those months. Okay, then if I agree with the amounts, if I'm okay with how it went ahead and did that split, in order to get it to save to the spreadsheet, I need to go ahead and click apply. Okay, and then that apply will actually apply it to the spreadsheet. So I'll just go ahead and hit save so that we can see it on the spreadsheet here. And I'm going to go back down to that account. So I'm going to close up revenue, close up cost of goods, and you'll see that it put those amounts into each of the months in from January to December. Now, it's possible that you might have an expense that doesn't go across all 12 periods and might actually be a shorter time period. This particular company that I'm in happens to be an agricultural company. And during the months of August, September, and October, they hire some piece rate labor to do some picking at their location. So they want a budget for $65,000 in labor during that time period, and they just want to spread it to the months of August, September, and October. Okay, so I'm going to highlight that line. We're going to go back to edit and to adjustments. Again, I could go ahead and filter this for just the account category of labor, or I could just leave it highlighted on the labor expense I need. I'm going to allocate an amount to multiple periods, so that's the adjustment I want. But this time, instead of applying it to the whole year, I'm going to go ahead and select that I want to apply it to just August through the end of October. So August, September, October. Okay, and the amount that I said that I wanted to allocate was $65,000. We can see that there's nothing in these cells right now, so it doesn't matter whether I use replace or add data. So I can go ahead and just leave that. And I'm going to go ahead and click perform adjustment, and it's going to go ahead and spread that out to those 3 months. So now I just have to click apply, and that'll apply it to the spreadsheet. And if I want to see it in the spreadsheet, I can go ahead and click save here, and then we'll be able to see it in the spreadsheet. Again, I'm going to go ahead and close up revenue, close up cost of goods here, come down to my labor expense. And right here, you can see that it has gone ahead and spread it to just those 3 months. Okay, so you can either allocate across an entire year, or you could pick a very specific set of periods that you want to allocate an amount to. Now, this particular example did not cover allocating amounts using management details. Going ahead and using management details such as profit centers or departments, locations or production centers, and even projects is covered in an additional video.